Hello. Hi. It is me. This is the first time you are seeing me here. It's very nice to meet you. Do not be fooled by the dress.
Little Red Riding who? Me.
Hello, yes, darling. I have a cape, and it's swishy, and it's red, and it honestly can go with anything. Do not let the dress fool you, my friends, because I can change at any moment. Ready? Well, I do be loving overalls. I love an overall mood. Let's get to the point, shall we? Look, we all know the reason that you clicked on this video today is because you want to know how to make acrylic key charms. I too wished I had a video that I could just watch that was simple and interesting, and I learned something. And I don't think people really like to talk about the behind the scenes when it comes to making arts, but I just want to be 100 transparent. And if you have dreams of starting your own art store and you want to make acrylic earrings or keychains or phone charms, whatever suits your fancy, ties your bow. That was a good one. You've come to the right place. Let's start with the timeline. What's it going to look like? How many days is it going to take? How much effort do I have to put in, right? Let's ask all the good questions that I know you're asking. I guess it really depends. I do have this book here. Hello. Am I going to try to be secretive about it? Maybe, because I don't really like it sitting there. We're going to try to be secretive. It's going to take you about 1 day of drawing, unless you are a little bit slower at the drawing. If you're new to drawing, give yourself some time. Maybe you do 1 day of brainstorming and the next day you upload it digitally. It took me 8 days to email back and forth with the supplier that I ended up working with. And we're going to go over suppliers a little bit later on in the video. Just to be fully transparent, I contacted them June 12th, got the package on August 12th, but I also ordered some pins. So that added extra manufacture time, and actually they manufacture the pins really fast. They were just pretty expensive, so I don't know if I will manufacture pins with this same supplier again. But the acrylic charms turned out so good. I'm so happy with them. And if you want to see those, you can check out my shop or check out my Instagram, because I'm posting product previews every day until launch, which is August 28th. So I emailed back and forth for 8 days. That was my bad. I took extra time. These suppliers, if you are using a international supplier, they're pretty quick to responding in my experience. They are very fast. So you need to have your files ready if you are thinking about making acrylic charms. And you need to have capital, which is money to invest in yourself. And if you don't have capital, I'm not going to say that it's impossible to make acrylic charms, but I do think that if you worked really hard, you can find loopholes and raise yourself some minimal capital to get started. I can make a video about that if anybody is interested. I have been thinking about it, how high schoolers and how, when you have left high school, but you're not quite an adult yet, but you're feeling like an adult, that age. I will also say that I was not ready and I was not confident enough in my drawings. I was not confident in the capability of selling these charms. So confidence is super important when you are going into any industry, really, but especially when it comes to your art. I got my package 1 month later. I can show you what they look like. I will show you what they look like. Insert videos here. I have made earrings and I have added these cute little stars at the bottom of them. I also made phone charms and added the same stars at the bottom of them because I just think they're so cute. And then I made some asymmetrical earrings, and if any of them sell, I will make more. I think right now I'm just gonna make to order because that just seems like what works for me right now. After the timeline, so it's going to take you about a month, you know that, but how do I even upload digitally? Oh, wait, hold on. Before we even upload digitally, we need to have an idea. We need to brainstorm. We need to get our thinking thoughts on some paper. And we just need to go into our brain space and forget about the woes of the world and just think about what makes us happy. But how I brainstorm, let me just tell you, because we are here and being transparent. Oh, wow. Nice. This is a great time to mention that I have a store launching on August 28th, and if you help me move out of this house, I would be so appreciated, because I just want to live off of selling my art and making people feel better about themselves, and also make a living out of encouraging others to go after their dreams. Okay, we can return to regularly scheduled program. How I brainstorm, I honestly just sit alone and I'll think about whatever the topic is. So if it's winter, I'll sit and I'll start with one word and I'll just let my brain go off on a tangent. If you are new at coming up with concept ideas, it is one of the most difficult things. So I encourage you, when you are getting started, to be patient with yourself. Just relax. You don't need to force any ideas out of you. If you want to learn how to meditate, I think meditation might really help, because it'll just allow your brain to wander, and also just gather inspiration from a bunch of different sources. Never just take from one pile, okay? You have to kind of pick and choose what you like and don't like from multiple different artists to really figure out your own style and what you like to draw and what you can draw, what you're capable of drawing or creating. But if you spend long enough time thinking about the pictures in your head, eventually you'll see them, and then you'll kind of sketch them, and you'll be like, that kind of looks like what I thought of, but, you know, it's just a brainstorm. So have fun with it, don't be too serious, and just get your ideas out on paper. If you are feeling like you are just drawing and your brainstorms are looking like scribbles and you're feeling really discouraged, I encourage you to try again tomorrow. You know, you do not need to finish your brainstorms in one day. And the brainstorms could even be a list. You don't even have to draw. You don't even have to pick up a drawing utensil. You could just type out a list of straight words. Word ideas work too. You don't even have to draw at this step. Do what fits you. I do a little bit of both. I don't even know how that song actually goes, but that's just what popped into my brain. If you are still watching this video, thank you. This thing, this, as big as my head. I know of a lot of artists that use like gigantic iPads, and I can only assume that they've been digital artists for a long time, like 2+ years, that has started with a little Wacom, you know, with a little, you don't have a screen and you're just kind of looking and hoping and praying that you're drawing it right, but it takes a lot of time and coordination to learn it. You know what I'm talking about. I'll insert a picture here, hopefully. You know, those Wacom bamboo tablets. This is amazing. I started with one of those Wacom tablets when I was just a fetus, just an artist fetus, you know, just coming out of the wombs and stepping into the light of all that there is to art, and I drowned in it. I drown, because I started with one of those tablets and it didn't go too well. I opted to get a smaller iPad, so I got the iPad mini, and this has worked perfectly fine for me. In the future, I'm definitely going to opt for something bigger, something that will stand on its own, but right now, this is all that I need. This and the Apple Pencil with this little grippy grip. If you do not get a grippy grip, you are going to be in pain. I use Procreate on this little thing, and it works really well. I think I would prefer a faster iPad, but in the future, you know, it's good to start with something. If you want to use an iPad, I would highly recommend iPad over Surface Pro. I've used a Surface Pro before. They're not good for drawing. Like, Clip Studio is really good, just not on a Surface Pro. Surface Pros are laggy. They're half the time unresponsive. Their pen is just, it's not worth it, in my opinion. I have this, which was just a little bit less, and I think it works way better, but I'm just using it for drawing. The Surface Pro works as a computer. Do some research. Figure out what works for you. But how I specifically upload digitally is I will take a picture using the iPad's camera, and then I will draw on top of that picture after I've lowered the opacity of the picture. And yeah, I'll start with the outline, I'll start with inking, and then I'll add color. Done. Next. So this has become a part of this video. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Juicy. I wasn't expecting it to get this while filming. OMG. Oh man. Oh no, these are so cute. Oh my gosh. I have more to do. I have to count these now. Okay, are you ready for this? OMG. Baby. This looks so good. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this turned into an unboxing. Hi, I make art. My store is launching August 28th. This is technically like my second channel, but I wanted to start new. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button if you are interested in art and making art, because I will be making more videos like this, where I will probably not be doing unboxings in the middle of it, but c'est la vie. I just wanted to show you my art. Oh my gosh. I will show you my sketchbook, where these started, in another video. I would love to show you the entire process of how I make enamel pins and how I make stickers, because I make stickers at home. And if you have any questions, let's just be art friends. You want to be art friends? Hit that like button. Comment down below. You want to see more pins? I'm going to show you more pins anyway. Oh, so freaking cute. Oh, little ghost Jim. And he's here to just be spoopy all day. It's really cute. It really do be fetch though. And then a bunch of these little candies. These are so cute. They are just like about as big as my thumb, but I made them in all of the 4 colors. I made all 4 candy colors, so I made a red one, a green one, a blue one, and a yellow one. So here's what I'm talking about, guys. You don't have to overcomplicate things. I personally wanted the same design for my pins and for my acrylic charms. In my opinion, it made it easier for me and made it easier on me. For this next section, how I find a supplier, there are 2 different options, and we will go over those options a little bit later in this video. Those options are international and domestic. In my opinion, I think you should just do some research. Honestly, I would go on to Google or Bing. Do people still use Bing? Go on to your favorite search engine, tippity tap it with your typey fingers, and I would search acrylic keychain suppliers. When I did a Google, I found Zap. They're still international for me. I think Zap is out of the UK. But if you are from the UK, you might want to check them out. Before you decide on a supplier, I would look at sites like Alibaba. I would make sure that the company has good reviews. Use your money wisely is all that I will ask of you. Do some research, figure out what's going to be best for you, and let's talk about the difference between domestic and international. There are pros and cons to both of them, honestly. The pros to an international supplier are going to be that probably going to be cheaper They're probably going to be able to respond a little faster. I would say the cons are going to be the shipping costs, because it costs so much to get things from China or anywhere internationally. It literally just has to do with shipping. So it's just shipping fees, really. Domestic, if you do find, like, let's say you do use Zap if you are in the UK, and that is domestic, shipping is going to be a lot less, but I have a feeling that price per count, so per quantity, so for how many, the price per item, like per little acrylic charm, it might be more than if you were to use a international supplier. And that's what I mean by you really need to do your research throughout all of this. You just need to figure out what's going to work for you, where you want to put your money. I personally had a supplier reach out to me, and I found them on Alibaba. I did some research of my own, and I contacted, and I just emailed back and forth with the lady. She had told me she had found my big cartel at the time and offered to make enamel pins for me, and I said, hey, what about acrylic charms? And then we talked back and forth for a little bit. Point being, if you're going to make charms, you'll find a way. That way might start with a Google. I haven't had a bad experience. Thank you. That was really good, I know. Wow, another one. I haven't had a bad experience with the manufacturer. We are just dipping our toes into it, and so I'm sure I'm going to learn much more, and there might be a part 2 to this video in a year from now. But I just wanted to tell you what I know, and especially about the timeline. I feel like the timeline is the most important part, and nobody really talks about that. How long is it going to take me? And I did say it took a month from contact date to delivery date. So keep that in mind. It might take around a month. If you're doing pins, it's going to take longer. I will make a video on pins. Welcome to the last section of this video. I know that it's been a long road here. We even got a little interrupted because of a package, but all is well. We have coffee still in hand. We are holding it inappropriately as we do. Okay, in my ideal brain space, this is how I would pack and assemble my charms and earrings. So the earrings I put together with the little earring plier thingies and some jump rings, and I will be making some earrings in gold, by the way, because I do have a friend who is allergic to sterling silver, so I'm ordering a bunch of stuff to make some of these earrings in gold, just so that she can wear some, and also because I didn't even think about the fact that some people might be allergic to silver, and I just it went over my head. I just used what I had, and so now we're going to expand, broaden our horizons, and work with another medium, which is literally the same medium, just a different metal. But that's it. So packing them, I want to reuse the little baggies that all of these things came in. They all came in like little plastic baggies, and I despise plastic, but as much as I despise plastic, I despise throwing away plastic for no reason even more. So I am opting to keep the plastic baggies and reuse, reduce, recycle, and I'm going to be making these little squares for the earring holes for the earrings to latch in, and then it'll slide into the plastic case and fit, and that's it. That's how I'm gonna package them. Wow, we've made it to the outro. Thank you so much for your time. I hope that you learned something in this video. I know you're about to click away, but before you do, please comment down below. If you have any questions, click the subscribe button if you want to watch more videos like this, because there will be more in the future. And if you are unsure about whether you want to start your art career or not, I believe in you. You have the strength, all of the strength that you need, and you can do it. I do want to read this quote to leave you off with. Remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end. You have the power to create a ripple of kindness. You have that power in you. And yes, your art can be kindness to the world. And I believe that for you. I believe that for me too. To purchase charms previewed in this video, or earrings or keychains, you can go to senpaicrafts.com or visit us on our Instagram at senpaicrafts. You can also follow my personal Instagram if you want to. It's at piemad. I post selfies and puppy pictures, so enjoy that. As always, you are a work of art, but now it's time for you to go be beautiful somewhere else. But in the meantime, I will be here, or maybe there. I'm a bit of everywhere, anywhere, everywhere. That's it. That's literally all. This is the end of the video. Later, nerds. When you mess up your own outro on the first video, that's rough, buddy.